need you to carry that with you wherever you go. The streets is a little heated right now.
Egan is still out there.
I've never taken my eyes off them. They come for one of us. They come for all of us.
I am dead in here without your help.
But I can't use you no more. You bum. You get ready to go to war or what?
Count me in.
I don't just trim family trees. I cut them all the way to the ground.
What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 4, Force. And this one right here is as you see, the death of Marshall revealed. Now, if you've been following my channel, especially if you've been coming into the lives, you know that I have Marshall high on my death predictions list. In fact, I think he may be out of here as soon as this coming episode. And with this exclusive clip that we just got not too long ago, I think it's even more plausible that this thing just might play out the way I kind of thought it would. So, without further ado, I'm just going to dive right on into this. Now, in the exclusive clip, we saw D-Mac together with, as you can see, a group of you other YNs. And he was basically going over the plan of basically trying to hit Jannard's stash house. You know, the CBI stash house, which they kind of should have thought this over. Like, think about this. Why would Jannard send you on task to hit their stash house? Right? But, you know, him just thinking about the money, thinking about, you know, being naive, he didn't think nothing of it. Just decided to go ahead and do it, I'm guessing. So, obviously, this is a trap. This is what Diamond is trying to put into place to, you know what I'm saying? This is what Diamond is trying to put into place to get rid of him, is what I'm assuming. Now, what I could see, and obviously something's going to go terribly wrong here. Because I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, this right here, which is part of the episode 3 synopsis, trailer, don't look good. And this is indeed Marshall. This is Marshall here. He's in the opening shooting. And we know during that same trailer that there was a massive shootout going on. And it got so bad that even a car explosion took place, right? So obviously whatever they had planned is going to go terribly wrong. So in this situation, obviously these other YNs that's with them are going to be casualties. We know this. Like, they add somebody. I seriously doubt it. You know, any of them make it, let alone maybe, you know, all of them. So basically, how I see this thing going down is Jannard is going to task D-Mac with, you know, attached to, like, basically rob the CBI stash. I'm guessing he's going to say, we're going to only keep it between me and you. And then he's going to try to tell him, you know, to come up with that it's a scheme for them to end up, you know, coming up on some bread. That's how I could see this playing out. And what I think is going to go on is, like I said, it's going to be a setup similar to what we've already seen in the original Power. You remember this? In the original Power, season 4, once Raina was killed, Tariq went after, once, you know, and found Dre, who was asking him for Ray Ray's whereabouts, right? Of course, Dre didn't want to tell him at first, but eventually he caved in. And when he did tell him, he assumed that Ray Ray was going to end up killing him, but it ended up being the opposite, right? So once he ended up getting there, he called Tariq, saw that Tariq was still alive and that, the police and stuff was everywhere. So he found out, damn, Tariq actually pulled it off. So I think we're going to get a very similar approach here with D-Mac. But as we know, Jannard and Shanti were scheming already. They want D-Mac alive. So Jannard could be putting things in place to make sure that he survives. But in the midst of this, like I said, it's going to go wrong. Because like I said, it's supposed to be an ambush. D-Mac is going to survive. But Marshall will not. That's what I believe is going to happen here. Now, I will say this. If his little ass do make it out this episode, obviously I'm going to be wrong, and then Takara is going to be able to say he was right. Which I'm hoping that shit don't happen like that. But I will say this. This right here, now, this is a long shot here, but I'm going to say it. It's possible that right here, maybe Diamond is getting rid of Marshall ass right here. Because who the hell is this he's shooting? I know in the middle of this, you know what I'm saying? I know Marshall is in this facility. I will say that. How do I know that? Because in the trailer of this, we see Diamond walking around with Marshall.
You got nerve, Vegan.
See that? That's Marshall right there with the crew. Now, I don't think this is taking place next episode. So, if, you know what I'm saying, if they were, Diamond do end up taking him out, it won't be next episode. But hey, it might not be him all together. But yeah, so pretty much that is how I see this thing could play out with Marshall being taken up out of here. Like I said, I think it's this episode, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's this next episode. And I ain't got nothing against Marshall personally, y'all. I really don't. But Takara texting my gangster, and I'm telling y'all, that nigga up out of here this episode, and we gonna see. So, pretty much that's all I got for y'all just for this particular video. Definitely let me know in the comment section, could you see a similar scenario where, D-Mac is going to be sent to a trap just like Tariq was sent to a trap by Dre. Because keep in mind, Jannard and Dre are very similar. Remember that. He's very similar. They're very similar. So they could be pulling out similar moves. And then in the midst of this, Marshall ends up getting killed instead of D-Mac. So, like I said, definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in the comment section. Could you see any kind of validity or something like that coming from this? Or you could share your opinion on how you think it could play out, whether Marshall survives or not, or how this whole shootout scene altogether will play out. Will there be casualties? Who will survive? Who won't? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section. But like usually, if you're cool with me, forward with me, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.